Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. I'm here with another Tuesday Tip live on Facebook with you this week. This week I am featuring the May 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's called a Kit in Color, and here's the front of the box. So you kind of see why it gets this name. And it actually features 4 of our brand new 2020 to 2022 ink colors. So I have 2 projects that I'm going to show, we're going to stamp together. I have a quick and easy, this is kind of like a mini card. The whole design, the whole card base is 5 by 7, so it ends up making a 3.5 by 5 inch card. And then I have a full-size card that we're going to make 2 here. So the 5 ink colors, let me see if I could do this really quick. It's Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness, I have to go this way, Just Jade, Cinnamon Cider, and Bumblebee. So I'll show these down when I put the camera down too. And then I'm going to have, I have 3 bonus cards to show. With 2 of them I showed in my blog on Sunday, so I'm not sure if you caught it or not. And then 1 is an extra bonus card that I made all with stuff from the kit. The cards I showed on Sunday, I actually combined some of the supplies from the Paper Pumpkin Kit with our COVID-19 Share Sunshine PDF download. So it was just, they're really quick and simple and easy, great mailable cards to send out to friends and loved ones right now to spread some sunshine. So I'm going to point the card down at my table and we'll go ahead and get stamping. Okay, so the first card we're going to make is this You're Amazing card. And like I had said in the beginning, it's kind of more of a miniature size. The printed card base that comes in the Paper Pumpkin Kit is Purple Posy, and it's 5 by 7 and then scored in half. So you get a card that's 3.5 by 5. So the kit... Okay, so again, the kit has 4 of the ink colors for 2020 to 2022, but I'm just going to go ahead and go through them one more time. So it's Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. So the Stampin' Spot in the kit, the little tiny ink pad I'm going to use is the Misty Moonlight. Oh, and you guys... hopefully you got the shot of the box itself, which is really fun. And then in the box, there was this awesome Magenta Madness, bright, bright, bright pink tissue paper that everything was wrapped in. So, I'm trying to find myself to make sure I'm still live here and with you. So give me a second. I think I'm still connected and live. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. So, this could not be quicker or simpler. I'll have all the measurements below, but I'm going to bring over some scrap paper to stamp on. This is the medium size cloud in the kit. So there is a small, medium, and large in the kit. So I'm going to stamp right on the medium, and I'm using the You're Amazing stamp. And I'm going to ink it up upside down. It's photopolymer so I can see where I'm going. Whoops, this way more maybe? Oh. So I usually use the full-size ink pads, but we were not able to pre-order them yet. So I, like everybody else, I'm not going to be able to order the full-size ink pads until the catalog goes live next week. So I kind of want my Amazing on the cloud. My Z and my G might come off just a slight bit. And that's pretty good. I got a little bit off on the Y, but that's okay. And So then my other pieces, I have a piece of twine that comes in the kit. This is the Magenta Madness color with Whisper White. I have this little rectangle piece from the kit, and then I have the Purple Posy little card base. It's 3.5 by 5. So what I want to do first is I want to tie this piece of twine around my card and into a bow. With 17 inches, it's kind of a long piece, so I was pretty generous, so you have something to hang on to when you're tying your bow. And I'll show you a little bit of a trick here. Actually, that worked out pretty well. So hold in the middle and kind of pull your ends. And then I kind of wanted it to line up with this rainbow kind of edge, so I can just pull it to where I want it. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on this piece. So you're amazing. I have the window open, so you may have just heard that. My neighbors are outside. It's really warm out today. It feels like summer. Oh my gosh, I just went for a quick walk, and wow, I'm not sure I should have gone for a walk right before I was doing the video. I was a little bit running late to get started here. Okay, I'm removing my dimensionals. I probably should just stick this down to the card while we're waiting. Okay, so then I think I've got, do I have them all off? No, one more. Two more. And there's these really cool gems in this kit. So I am just going to take, the gems come in 4 different colors. I'm just going to take a magenta one, I'm just using my fingers, and stick that up here. Then I can trim my tails of my twine. And card number 1 is done. So now this is card number 2, and I don't know, I saw these stamps and they have rainbow stamps. And this was the smallest rainbow, obviously the inside of the rainbow. Here are the projects as the kit intended. So the first one was pretty similar to what was originally planned. And so these cute little rainbows, I saw a U, because there was a hey stamp, so I saw this hey U going on. So I was like, I have to do this. And then with the clouds, I had this great idea that wouldn't it be fun to just take the ink and the blender pen and just shade around the edges. Sorry, somebody's texting me. Somebody always texts me when I go live. Shade around the edges of the clouds. They have a stitching around them, so it's a perfect guide to show you where to color. And then this purple, I wanted to point out, it comes from the envelope liner. So in the envelope, if you carefully tear it open and then cut off your flaps and then bring this to your paper trimmer and cut it out into a rectangle, and I'll post the measurements. You can have a cute little designer series paper. So let me show you how I did. Well, let me do my stamping first, I guess. I'm going to do the hay, and again I'm using the Misty Moonlight. So I'm just going to ink that up. I want to go kind of as much over to the left as I can while I'm on my cloud. And then I have the smallest rainbow, but I'm going to use it as a U. So I'm going to come kind of right next to it. Okay, perfect. And then what I'm going to do is just with my blender pen, these are the blender pens, they have two sides. I'm just going to tap on my blender pen, pull up some ink, and I actually found it worked best, honestly, if it was laying right on some scrap paper and I could just go right around. And because there's stitching here, I just use the stitching as the guide. And if you mess up, and you can kind of go back and fill in after. I had like one, whoops, I kind of went out of the lines a little bit. And I just kind of went over it till I got it how I wanted it. You could also use a Stampin' Sponge, but this I felt like you have more control. And because this little ink pad is so tiny, with the sponges I usually cut them up into smaller pieces anyways, but this kind of gives you an idea of what I did. I can go over it after and make it perfect and do the little tiny one. So let's just do the tiny one really quick while we're here. I love coloring because for me coloring is therapeutic. Okay, so I guess I have that about the way I want it. I previously went ahead and just cut out the envelope liner to just save some time. And then this was the card base, and it's so busy, and to me it was too busy. So I'm going to put the purple Posy, which was from the envelope liner, and we'll just throw it down with liquid glue since I have this right here. I did this one straight, and then I have a vellum piece that came from the kit, and for that one I kind of went at an angle, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just place it here, and I'm going to put my clouds down first, and I'll show you why. So put some adhesive on my cloud. Put that about in the middle-ish, and put my little baby cloud on. Just overlapping slightly. And then I'm going to pick up the vellum, and then I know exactly where to put my adhesive to have it covered up. And honestly, I probably would have put snail hair, but I think it'll work with liquid glue too. Go press by the cloud. And then just to finish it off, I did 3 of the Misty Moonlight little gems from the kit. One kind of down here. These things are kind of like rubbery, and they're a weird consistency. And that is card number 2. So, card 2, and here's card 1. And I have a couple other things to show you. Here is a bonus card for items from the kit. The reason I couldn't make this with you is because there's only 2 more of the little baby clouds left. So this one, it's all the pieces from the kit. This was the banner, and all I did was stamp to one side, and then I trimmed off with paper snips and added a couple of the green gems. So these are great, simple, quick and simple cards to mail out right now. And then these were the 2 cards I made and that were on my blog on Sunday, this past Sunday. They feature items from the kit, but the sentiments come from the Share Sunshine PDF. So I have one that's more focused on the pink, and then I have one that's more focused on the green. So I'm excited to get these labeled and addressed and out in the mail to some friends and family tonight right after I finish my video. And thanks so much for tuning in. I will post the measurements and everything below. And if you have any questions, please let me know. All the details will also be on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. Stay cool. I'll be back again with you again next week.